Have you guys seen this new Tails monster? Man, this guy is really good. So today, I wanted to make this video to show you guys how good this monster is and why you should actually obtain it, why you should save your gems and actually go for like a high rank, because this monster will be meta, and I'll show you guys in just a second. So hope you guys are excited for today's video. If you are, smash like button, subscribe, show notifications on. Anyways, let's go on and get started. So just a fun fact I want to throw out there before we get into how good this monster really is. You guys know the dragon he's holding and also the dragon in his back? That basically resembles the dragon in Dragon City. It's kind of like Firestar in Multi Legends, but let's say if it was in Dragon City, it's like that. So this monster is basically a sponsor by their other game that they've created, Dragon City. So that's kind of cool, I guess. But anyways, Teddy Bomb, look at this. Mythic, Nature, and Fire. So what I like about that is that it makes this monster invulnerable against basically his other element. So let's say if there was another fire monster that he's facing, you see how he has nature elements? If they try to attack him, they won't really be able to deal too much damage because of that. So that's kind of cool. I really like that. But anyways, take a look at this little description that they have given us. Teddy Bomb is a nature and fire controller with Sun, Mega Sun, random tortures, and extra turn skills. So if that isn't enough for you, take a look at this. Evolving traits. Rank 0, Dodge Area. Dodge Area is fantastic, isn't it? Rank 1, immune to blind. Rank 3, hardened. And that's not enough. Look at this. Rank 4, status caster, gains precision at the start of the battle. And last but not least, rank 5, status caster, which basically applies a random torture to all enemies at the start of the battle. Now, this random torture, it'll be good. It'll be really good, okay? Because what if the enemy ends up getting like nanovirus? You guys know nanovirus, it blocks positive status effects, so they'll have to end up cleansing it. Or let's say you're facing attackers, right? Let's say for example Team Wars or PvP. You end up giving them poison or bleeding. It'll make them weak against you, which is really good. So there comes lots of other tortures, but I just wanted to mention those ones because those are a couple of my favorites because of what they do. So yeah, overall this monster is actually fantastic. We will get into the stats and things like that in just a second, but I want to talk about the snowman badge because lots of you guys will probably ignore this. Like, just obtain one, and once you see the check mark, you're like, oh, I'm fine, you know, let's just let the tails begin. No, try to collect as many as possible. Try to collect hundreds if you can, because the thing is, you can save lots of gems and also lots of resources like ambrosia. I'll explain in just a second. So look at this. The event will start in about 5 days and 16 hours of time I'm recording this, right? So the snowman badge, if you head over to the chest shop, look at this. You have the 1 cell tails chest, you have the 3 cell tails chest, 6 tails, 13, and last but not least 26, right? 26 is the best, something you should be aiming for if you can. So let's say if I have at least 1300 gems saved up, or let's say 1000, I'll try to aim for at least a rank 1 or 2 if I can. Okay, I'll go ahead and show you guys how many gems you need saved up. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how many gems you need for a specific rank. I'm gonna show it all throughout this video. Just continue watching. So here's the thing. I recommend going for 26 cells tails chest. The key, once you unlock this, that's when you should basically start spamming those little tokens that you have saved up. Try to get as many cells as possible. Now let's say if you have 100 of these tokens, right, of these snowman badges, that will give you 2600 cells for absolutely free. So 2600 cells, that's quite a lot, right? Like, think about how many ambrosia you're going to save, how much gems you're going to save as well, because later on it gets more expensive, right? In the beginning, near the beginning, it's not that expensive, but then later on it gets crazy expensive. So just think about that. Like, it's insane, right? So I highly recommend just saving up your snowman badges until the event is over. Once it's over, and you know what tail chests you can actually open, like the highest one you can open, go for those. Try not to open the 1 cell, because you redeem 1 snowman badge for 1 cell only. Unless that's your only option, go for it. But if it's not, try to aim for 3 cells, or try to aim for 6 cells, the keys, in order to open those, right? It will be available in the tails, by the way, those keys. So the more you progress, the better key, I guess, you'll unlock, and then you can go and redeem it in here. So it will save you a lot once again, so I highly recommend doing that. But anyways, so besides those snowman badges, some of you guys are wondering, how do you get the snowman badges? Well, it's actually available right now in the growth spurt. It will be available on the other challenge after this one. So right now, snowman badges, 5 of them, you can do it when you feed your monsters. So let me go ahead and give you guys an example. Let's say I want to feed a epic monster. Please tell me I have an epic monster unfed. The race literally took like so much food from me, man. Not food, so many monsters leveled up. Like, I had so many monsters unleveled, but then once the race started, like the previous one, and I went for that 60k, I think it was, right? 60k points. It took so much monsters like just maxed them out for me, and now I barely have any left. The only ones that are really left right now are uncommons, rares, and probably common monsters. So I need to get some new monsters, even if it's like mythics and stuff like that. I'm completely fine with them. I just need to get them and basically have them saved up for race, because when those nodes come, it's literally free points, right? So why not? But anyways, we should be close to obtaining that the five keys, right? The 5 snowman badges. So we just have to continue feeding until we get that popping up, and once we do, we get those snowman badges for free. And remember, one snowman badge could give you 26 cells if you can actually unlock that key later on in the tails. So is this not enough? I feel like it's enough, no? I mean, I did see that it was 3.75 million or whatever that was. There we go. Okay, so as you guys can see, I got the first reward, which is the 5 snowman badges, and that's all I wanted. Maybe I'll get the 20 gems later on, but for now I just needed that. So that is just one way. Later on in Monsterwood, there will be so many available, so I recommend watching as many as possible. Okay. Besides that, the other way would be through dungeons. I'm not sure if it's available right now, but it comes around in dungeons. So somewhere right here, it should be available right now. Nope. Okay, so it's gonna come very soon, and try to complete those as well, because it will give you free tokens in there. So that'll be like a huge help. I know players in the past, like on my old Team Spirit 2015, somebody actually ended up getting like over 100 tokens, a lot more than 100 tokens actually. So in terms of stats, guys, for speed, the best you can get is 30,552 at rank 5, of course, which is actually a great amount of speed. For this monster, it's amazing. I really like it. And then life, 341,007. We can work with that, of course. So overall, I like the stats, especially the speed. The speed's amazing. But anyways, take a look at the skills here. Take these glasses. That's one of the skill name. Applies precision to an ally. Gives 1 extra turn to itself. So you're applying that precision to whoever you want. It could be your attacker. It could be your supporter. It could be whatever, right? You're another denier. If you want to run 2 deniers, it's up to you. But I feel like he should just be enough, right? So just give it to your attacker or something, and then gain an extra turn. And then you have that take cover, deals moderate nature damage to all enemies, applies stun to all enemies, so you have that AoE stun ability that you can go ahead and use. Surprise gifts, deals moderate fire damage to all enemies, applies a random torture to all enemies. So a random torture could be like bleeding, ignition, burning, whatever it is. You're going to be applying 1 to all the enemies, which is really good. Panic causes bomb, right? So it deals heavy nature damage to an enemy, applies mega stun to one enemy. Now if this doesn't surprise you, I mean, like, I don't know why they actually added these skill sets in here as his like best, I guess, or I guess they just wanted to add it because why not? Kind of felt lazy or something, I don't know. But this monster can do much more. Take a look at this, and we're gonna get into the relics and stuff in just a second. Take a look at this, guys. So you have that AoE precision to all allies, which is not so good. That's why it's called Little Helper, I say. But it's 0 cooldown, 0 stamina if you want to go ahead and use it. But that's just a basic attack. Look at this. Tier 1, Restless Goblin. It applies precision to a tough, and then you gain the evasion if you wanted that self-support. If you ever want to save yourself, you can run that. Apply the evasion. The enemy can't really do much unless they cleanse it, or if they have pierce, they can go ahead and pierce through that. Plush Dragon deals moderate fire damage to one enemy, applies stun to one enemy. So you have that single target stun. I'd rather go with the AoE stun that they mentioned up there, so I'll take that. The tier 2, those two I've already covered. The tier 3, surprise gifts, right? This one I've already covered as well, which is the random torture. Remember, 12 enemies. And as close bomb, I've already been covered. But look at this. Tier 4 is what they didn't include up here. Tier 4 makes this monster so good. Look at this. I like Dragon City. That's the skill name. Deals moderate fire damage to an enemy, applies a random mega control status effect to an enemy, applies a random torture status effect to an enemy. Dude, this is so good. This is really good. So that mega control could be either mega corruption, mega possession, maybe mega freeze, mega stun, whatever it is. It's random, right? So you could end up getting something really good. And on top of that, you're applying that random torture status effect to the enemy, which is also really good. Candy Cane Hit is another skill. It deals low nature damage to an enemy, removes positive status effects from an enemy, gives 1 extra turn to itself. So you have that remove positive status effect, gaining the extra turn, right? So if the enemy has any positive status effect, like for example, let's say Megataunt, which is really popular, right? So Pangaloyat would be nice in this case, because you can't really remove positive status effect from him, because that's just a trait that he has, right? Same thing with Saint Tyrion. So that's really good, you know what I mean? Having that is really good. You cleanse, then you gain the extra turn. You can precision to an ally, remember? With take these glasses, that's a skill name. And then on top of that, you also have explosive gifts, which deals a moderate fire damage to all enemy, applies a random 2 tortures to all enemies. That's also really good. Like, dude, this monster is so good. Because here's the thing, remember, if you can get this monster to rank 5, that status caster that you apply random tortures, that comes in, right? That kicks in right away at the start of the battle, and then you can use explosive gifts to apply 2 other variant tortures, right? You can stack those up on top, and then you also have this Supreme Fun skill, which deals heavy nature damage to one enemy, removes power side effects to one enemy, and applies Mega Stun to one enemy and Stun to all enemies. The thing with that skill, it actually bypasses Mega Taunt and also Dodge Area, if you think about it. So that's really good. The ultimate, it's called Enjoy the Fireworks. It deals heavy special damage to all enemies, disables trace on all enemies, removes power side effects from all enemies, applies a random control side effect to all enemies. That ultimate's really good, I've got to say. So overall, this monster will be fantastic. Definitely, probably close to S tier, if not S tier for sure, if I had to actually rank this monster. But yeah, try to get this monster maxed out as soon as possible, because you will definitely see lots and lots of Teddy Bomb users on PvP, Team Wars, and stuff like that. So you don't want to miss out on it, right? So definitely try to max it out if you can. Relics, in terms of relics, you have Trap and Amulet. So Trap, you can go ahead and literally give like Wormhole Trap or something, you know, deal damage, remove stamina, or you can do another trap that actually regenerates your stamina. I think it's Slumster's Trap, if I'm not mistaken. Amulet, you can go with any amulet that removes stamina, or you can go with one that heals you or something like that. There are lots of them. Books, it's in the Winter Book and Mechanical, and also Adventures, don't forget that. 3 books there, which is really good. I really like the Mechanical, so I can use it in Mechanical book. I'm kind of lacking on that, so definitely gonna be good there. Winter as well, oh my gosh. This monster is so good. Guys, do not miss out on Teddy Bomb. Trust me. And for those of you that have been waiting for this, this will actually give you guys an idea of what to go for, like what rank to go for. So for those of you that have 0 gems right now, literally 0 gems, you can get 50 cells for this monster for absolutely free if you do this. So I need you guys to do your collections every 8 hours, right? Full collections. Make sure you have about 25 golds collected, 14 feeding, and 4 battles when you're 1 day and 1 hour in and 20 minutes in to the island, right, into an event. So you gem that for 0 gems, and then the 30 cells you want to continue doing your collections up until 2 days and 9 hours and 20 minutes. Then you can go ahead and get yourself that 49 gold, 27 feeding, and 7 hatching done. So make sure you have all that, and then you can basically gem it for absolutely free, and that will basically cost you 0 gems. And the total time will be 3 days and 10 hours and 40 minutes. For those of you that want to screenshot this, go for it. If you want to check, come back to this video and check for yourself anytime, you're welcome to do so. The 100 cells, look at this. For rank 0, the total 100 cells, right? If you want to go for it, it will cost you 163 gems. So for those of you that want to get this monster's egg, 163 gems is all you need. Total time is 3 days and 16 hours. And to do it, for 20 cells, you need to use 46 gems when you're 12 hours into the event. But make sure you do your collection fully like that. You see what I mean? 30 cells, 41 gems at 1 day and 16 hours into the event. You need to have that many collected. The 50 cells, which is rank 0, right? You need to use 76 gems at 1 day and 12 hours in. But you need to have all those collected, like the 33 gold, 22 feeding, and 5 battles. And for the chests, avatar, and tails, that will basically cost you 0 gems, because all you have to do is collect 1 gold, and you can just spam your gold until you basically get that 1 gold that you need. So that will cost you 163 gems in total, guys. For those of you that want to go for rank 1, take a look at that same idea. So I'm not going to explain it again, but just same idea basically. You just have to take a look at this. It'll cost you 386 gems though. Rank 2 will cost you 703 gems in total. And then if you want to go for a rank 4, it will cost you 2,380 gems, guys. I'm not sure if I mentioned rank 3, but rank 3 is 1446 gems. Okay, so a little over 1,000 gems. For those of you that wants to go for 6,000 cells, and then from there on you can go ahead and, you know, use your tokens. It will cost you 2,711 gems. And last but not least, if you want to just go ham, go all out, you can go for that rank 5 for about 3,372 gems. So that's how much you need in order to get this monster to rank 5. So I really hope this video actually helped you guys out, and if it did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the notifications on, share this with any of your friends, and that's going to be pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.